Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and we're back here with more content stolen from Reddit. I actually haven't done this subject in a while, but today we're going to be talking about nice guys. Nice guys are those guys who constantly talk about how nice they are. That's basically the only requirement to be a nice guy. Talking about how nice you are all the time generally means you aren't nice at all, and we usually see the mask slip at some point. Anyway, you'll see. Let's just get started with nice guys from Reddit. These posts are from Reddit Nice Guys, of course. I work in the gaming industry and shared a story of a creepy encounter with a guy at a convention. Then I get this DM. Do you mind stop being so nasty towards men? Or is that too much to ask for? You're extremely hateful when you talk about us. You make shit up all the time and always try to shine a bad light over us. Never have I heard you say something positive that men do. It's always negative. Whenever you talk about us, it's always incels, predators, rapists, harassment. Just seems extremely unnecessary to bring all that shit up so often, considering it's just a small percentage of men who actually do it. You're just making women scared of us, which makes it harder for other guys to come in contact with other women. And being a man having that kind of pressure on you, constantly being reminded that your gender is considered to be violent and abusive is honestly tiring. Which unfortunately can lead to even more men performing those actions, since it seems like that is what women are expecting from us. It wouldn't hurt to be a little more appreciative, since you probably wouldn't have the career you have if it weren't for men. Yeah, he basically said it's women's fault men are violent. No, if a woman thinks you're violent, you shouldn't want to hit her just because she's already expecting it. That's horrible. I like these stories about creeps. I don't feel like they reflect on me at all. Skylar, 21, future diesel mechanic. I'm a country boy, love animals, and anything outdoors and with wheels. Hard to find a date because I treat girls right. Explain to me how treating girls right makes it hard to find a date. Because he doesn't roll up into her DMs calling her a bitch and sending dick pics? Because I don't think that'd help. You tell me that I'm an attractive guy. You tell me that I'm an amazing person. But you tell me that I'm just too nice of a guy and you don't want to ruin our friendship. Ugh. You don't want to ruin our friendship? Ugh. Also, no way someone told him he was too nice. I never believed that. Just too nice of a guy equals I have no real way to tell you no without you lashing out, so maybe if I say you're nice, you won't be a dick to me. This next one's from Reddit NoFap. I think I made a NoFap video once when my first channel was in its infancy. These guys can get pretty crazy. I'm a new man. I was once like most of you, just starting out here only months ago before I started the NoFap program. I was a loser. No girl dare look at me unless it was putting me in the potential friendzone category. I was always a gentleman, but the reality is, that's not what a woman wants. She wants a man. I hate to say it, guys, but the way the world is, you need to stand up for yourself now and be the alpha dog. When I pick up ladies now, I just say it how it is because of NoFap. My sexual tension is at an all-time high, and I feel like I can run through a brick wall. I get all the girls now because I have the ability to be like a Chad or Tyrone at the clubs, but after we have crazy good sex, I can also be that comforting nice guy. An animal on the outside, a gentleman on the inside. Yes, what a walking contradiction. I could definitely tell from this guy's swagger that he gets laid all the time. She doesn't want a gentleman. She wants a man, he says. I don't think an actual gentleman has to be non-manly. Okay, so up next we have a short story from Reddit Nice Guy Stories, the place where you too can leave your stories and I might see them. Did I meet a nice guy? I don't know if this is truly a Reddit nice guy, but I am just going to post it here. I met this dude on Tinder. We got into texting and calling each other, and I really liked him. Until he told me that he had already told all of his uni friends that we were dating, which was fucking weird to me because we hadn't even met each other at this point, and it was only like 2 days that we matched each other. I kinda withdrew a little from him because that was a lot for me. I decided to give it another shot because I really liked him and I wanted to blame myself for overthinking the situation, and he also told me I was overreacting. I kinda needed some time to think this situation through, and he kept on texting me after I told him repeatedly that I need time to overthink this situation. His consistent bothering is what got me to talk to him again because I thought he would stop bothering me. I know, that was very stupid and naive to think in hindsight. 2 days after we started talking again, I told him I was meeting up with friends, 2 guys. He totally flipped out on me and made me feel so bad that I started crying and wanted to go home. My one friend actually suggested just blocking him. I should have listened, but I felt bad and so I didn't, due to the fact that he told me how bad he has it, and that he can't lose anyone at the moment. Again, I didn't talk to him even though he apologized. After a week, for some stupid reason, I texted him. He said he was going to therapy and he was going to work really hard to better himself so that never happens again. I saw a difference for a while, but the constant overstepping of my boundaries was still in the back of my head. A few weeks ago, he and I fought over something quite trivial where he got mad at me for no apparent reason at all, and even after I told him that he had just misinterpreted something, he was still mad. Which got me mad, and I told him not to text me and that I need space. Of course, this guy did not do that at all. He texted me every 5 minutes and called me a bunch of times, which I never picked up because when I am mad, I just need the space because sometimes I tend to say stuff that I don't mean and regret. I decided for me, enough is enough and I can't keep on doing this if I constantly feel bad when I talk to him. And him also kinda always manipulating me into thinking I was just overreacting, and he is right. I told him just that. Of course, he totally flipped out and said I should just give him another chance and talk to him in 3 months again. I was not having any of it. He then proceeded to call me a cunt and that I just wasted his time, even though I helped him through some really tough times. I blocked him on every social media platform and we are of course not talking anymore. Was this a nice guy? Edit, I completely forgot to mention that he suggested my sudden outburst of emotion was due to the fact that I was not happy with myself. I told him that was not the truth, and so he got even more mad and suggested that I had fallen for someone else, and that is why I rejected him. Now, yeah, you didn't actually say he called himself nice, but his behavior matches so well, I'm pretty sure he probably did. I like how he says she wasted his time. It's kind of a mutual time waste. He just takes it this way because he only gives a shit about his own time. Hers means nothing to him. Definitely dodged a bullet here. Even just telling people you're dating when you're not is kind of an alarming red flag. It's often the precursor to stuff like this. I'm not criticizing too much. She seemed to give him a lot of leeway because she liked him. Well, so much for that. Okay, now we're heading back over to read posts again. Why were many of us single men never meant to find love now that feminism has taken over? Well, it is very true that feminism is everywhere these days, unfortunately, and with the kind of very pathetic women that have caused this problem, which they're very much to blame to begin with. Women today aren't nice at all to meet these days, that is for sure. Especially when there are many of us men that will get cursed at by these loser type of women for no reason at all. And just by saying good morning or hello to a woman that many of us men would like to meet has really become very dangerous for many of us looking for a relationship today, unfortunately. And I know friends that had been cursed out by women as well for no reason too. Very impossible for many of us single men looking for love these days now that there are so many very mentally ill women everywhere today. Hey, is this guy actually afraid of women or something? He sounds like it. Kinda reminds me of Elliot Rodger. I don't think a woman has ever cursed me out for saying good morning, but if they did, I don't think I'd be traumatized. Sounds like their problem. You know what does suck though? Meeting an attractive lady, becoming friends, then letting that lady know you would like to be more than just friends, but then being called thirsty afterwards, and this was not even me being a persistent asshole horn dog. Nice guys always finish last. I don't know if he is being a horn dog, but you really shouldn't use the phrase nice guys finish last. Ever. I'll never say this enough. If you want to be in a relationship with someone, be straightforward from the beginning. It's stupid to try to become their friend and then more. Some friendships may evolve into romantic relationships, but imagine how a girl would feel if she realized you wanted to be in a relationship the whole time and used a friendly approach to get that. I don't even need to imagine it. I've seen women in stories I covered crushed by the realization. And yeah, these guys kind of friendzone themselves sometimes. And I'm a fairly good-looking guy. I check all the boxes superficially. Money, cars, looks, music. The only thing girls find a turnoff in me is that I'm too much of a nice guy, and if they were with me, they'd get too involved, so they fuck me over in the worst possible way possible, so don't even get me started on that aspect. You do realize that 3/5 of my female friends have at one point or the other told me that they are into me, but can't handle being with someone who treats women as nicely as I do, right? Look guy, if 3/5 of your female friends were really into you, they would date you. You know what Judge Judy always says? If it doesn't make sense, it isn't true. I don't always agree with her use of it, but I think it applies here. Why do girls take the time to post and edit sexy pics and obviously want the attention for their looks and you say hey to them and then they just ignore you? Facebook politics, I guess. Piss ass backwards. I know it hurts to hear, but maybe they wanted attention from someone else. You shouldn't be mad someone ignores you. It's kind of the least embarrassing way to be rejected. Okay, let's just cover a few more posts and then call it a day. Good morning. God, I fucking hate this. I hate that I'm so much older than girls I like. My young adult life was stolen from me by a corrupt system, and now I find myself, infatuated with you, and it seems like I'll never meet you. I hate my life. I know you're with someone, and I'm sorry. You're just so beautiful and cool in my eyes. I'll leave you be. Happy New Year. You're so rude. Yeah, alright, Jar Jar. Is there anyone in the world who wouldn't leave this guy on red? I don't even know what he expects her to say back, potentially. I'm sorry that I'm not some guy who is an abusive jerk who picks on ladies. I know many of you ladies like that, but I'm sorry. I simply can't be mean, and because of my convictions, can't be rude. I may not win now with my kindness, but someday I will, because I'm gonna treasure my girl's precious heart and love her with all I am, just like God loves me. Hang in there, fellow nice guys. We get the last laugh. Is not abusing women the only requirement for being kind or something? Us ladies love being abused. What a tool. Okay, one more. The piece of shit guys are the ones who get it all, especially if they are stupid. If 32 years of life has taught me anything, it's that being a nice guy with true love and ambition just gets you the ugly end of the stick and your heart torn out. I doubt I ever hear back from you because you probably think, damn, this guy is really off his deep dark rocker. I don't care. I'm pretty much done looking. Just wanted to hear from someone. It's a social experiment out of boredom and curiosity, so prove me wrong. This guy is way too old to be thinking this way. He's almost my age and it's making me cringe extra hard. I doubt I'll even hear from you as a self-fulfilling prophecy. No one wants to talk to a sad sack. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say, I sure hope you'll let me hear it in the comments. I hear that is good for the algorithm, whatever that is. If you're new here and like the content, consider subscribing for more of the same. Okay, I'm gonna do a short Lucas update here. Lucas Werner is back in college, creeping on young women again already, and flashing around a few $100s in financial aid like it's impressive. I'm embarrassed for him just looking at it. Anyway, it's enough of that for now. Thanks also to my awesome patrons. They help me with money so I can keep doing this. Alright, have a great day everyone, and try to figure out your best character trait without deciding it's something boring like being nice.